What's going on, people? Welcome to Live Palace News. I'm joined by Lou here to talk about all the latest from today. As always, make sure to get involved by dropping a like, subscribing, and leaving down your thoughts in the comment section down below or in the live chat for joining us live, of course. As you can see from the title, we've got an official confirmation from Millwall about Esse's interest, as well as the latest on Mark Guehi and Trevor Chalobah, with a potential swap deal being mentioned. So, yeah. It is funny times right now. It's a bit more quieter than it was a few days ago, but I'm pretty sure it'll pick up soon. I'm waiting for a bomb to literally drop in terms of massive news. But Lou, how are you feeling today?
Yeah, I'm all good, man. I'm all good. Yeah, it's definitely been a quiet day. I think it's clear that the two players that will come in are Esse and Juff. I think it's just a matter of time and getting it done.
Well, Juff's gone quiet, and that's why I expect something to happen with that relatively soon. And also, by the way, apologies yesterday, people, on the audio issues. If there is any audio issues, let me know in the chat. The only problem is I couldn't hear it because it was me, so I couldn't hear the feedback. So yeah, if there's anything, let us know. I know someone left a comment, and I only noticed afterwards. So yeah, apologies for that. If anything happens, let us know. But yeah, as Morgan's saying, like the video, what's going on, Mike? Sign him up, even in Animal as well. Just get the deal done. That's what it feels like right now with Palace. I mean, your bingo has gone horribly wrong. Well, it seems like, anyways, unless something drastically happens. But are you surprised, just quickly before we actually get into the business, are you surprised by things being where they're at right now? We're on the 9th of January, and it doesn't seem like anyone's signing anytime soon, even though, you know, with Juve, especially Malik Juve, the left wing back, it seems like maybe we're not that far away. Are you surprised by, you know, lack of noise right now?
No, I'm not surprised because teams know that we need players. So from a negotiation standing point, we're not in the greatest position. People know we're a Premier League club, we've got money. They know what positions we need. They know we need faces indoors now. So these teams could stretch it out as long as they wanted. They can literally, they're going to string it out. They're going to try and get us for every last penny they can get.
But we knew about this from before, though.
Yeah,
I'm just curious. Yeah, I'm curious to see what Glasner says tomorrow, because he was the one that was advocating early business deals. I mean, it's not late in the window, but we're approaching halfway through, in the next week or so. So, I mean, it's not like early window as well. So let's see. Quiet at every club at the moment. Early birds, yes. Ipswich made a couple moves. Yeah, Ipswich have made a couple moves, and apart from really the Rashford talking to every Italian club, there isn't that much going on. Graham Potter at West Ham, that's big news as well. That's happened. Let this Shirky explosion begin. £15 million plus add-ons, and we're laughing at Leon. I'll be honest, I want to get my hopes up, Mike, because I don't think the player himself wants to join Palace. That's the problem. Forget about the finances involved. If the player doesn't want to join, then the player doesn't want to join. So that's where we're at with it. Yeah, I guess so. There's been little deals here and there, but of course, I don't really care about other clubs. I just know how we were in the last window, January window. We made some solid signings, so I expect us to build on that as well. But let's get into the news as we're getting started. People, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Oh yeah, Sean Dyche, she's been sacked 3 hours before kickoff. Utter woke nonsense.
Yeah,
like 3 hours before kickoff. But it's on his way. Yeah, go on.
He's back at Everton. No more woke nonsense.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're just going back down to the old roots. Moyes back at. Well, that's not confirmed yet, but I think they want him.
That's what's gonna. I think there was just a report saying he's the priority target.
Talking about managers, let's move on to the first bit of news today, and that was on Romain Esse. With the Millwall boss confirming that Palace are keen on a January deal. He said the following, Alex Neil, as far as I know right now, Crystal Palace are the main one, and that's according to Rich Crawley. So there must have been a press conference ahead of their FA Cup tie against Dagenham on Monday. Managers confirmed it. Fabrizio said it. It seems like everyone is saying that we are seriously interested in him. It seems like he is the number one option. But it's like we're kind of stuck in that interest road right now. We haven't really seen Millwall have any rejections. We still haven't got clarity in terms of release clause. What's going to happen with that? Is it positive? I guess if the manager's confirming it, there must be something behind it then.
Yeah. My theory is that he's kind of accepted that Romain's going to go. He's going to come to us, but he's reassuring the fans that Millwall will be paid substantially. And although their best player, one of their own, is leaving to their rivals, that I know they really hate us. I know West Ham are like their hooligan rivals, but Palace, they hate Palace. Like, they think we're a bunch of Nigels. So
what statement? They think we're a bunch of Nigels.
It'll be even sweeter when he comes and thrives at us, and hopefully they waste the money that we give them and they stay mid-table championship for the next 20 years.
What do you think about, like, let's say we did get him? What do you think about loaning him back to Millwall? How would that work? Because they hate us more than we probably hate them, and it's like that's a Palace player now at Millwall. Like, that is weird. I don't know how that'll work out.
You can have one Jeffrey Schlupp.
You can have one Jeffrey Schlupp or an Odson Edward.
No.
Pick your choice.
You can have Abue and Schlupp.
Left
and right. That's sorted. Left and right side.
Yeah. Done deal announcement after the match. Talking about match, I don't know what match you're talking about, whether the Palace one or the Millwall one. It would have been nice if he didn't feature in the FA Cup game on Monday night, I believe, because that would mean he's cup tied for Palace if we did get him in this window. That's the only negative about this. Hopefully he doesn't feature. I doubt anything really happens over the next few days. I mean, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I guess he can do, but on Sunday we got a game. But yeah, that's the only real downside. Apparently he has a release clause. There's nothing with certain. It seems like there is a release clause there, but we don't know with certainty when that even activates. We've even seen it with Esse. Yeah, so Palace would most likely have to pay more than that. If Millwall don't want to sell him as well, unless his release clause is £12.5 million. Look, if he's going to be a great talent, £15 million is nothing. Like, we can convert that money. A few good performances in the Premier League, all of a sudden the players are worth £30 million. So that's not major. Of course, I'm talking from a perspective of, it's not my money. But we need someone in this window. So we might just have to pay over the release clause if the release clause is reportedly £12.5 million. And go from there. And I think the club should genuinely consider that option, just paying a bit of a premium January, but getting your players in right now. Go on.
No, I was just going to see a few of the comments as well. I see Animal said about going for Nuama from Leon, but it's clear us and Leon aren't doing any deals. Same old story. We're going to leave it late again. Just you got to ride it out, man. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, but I wonder how Glasner feels about it, though.
But he's not gonna. He'll just say we're working on it. Hopefully they come through the door ASAP. January is tough, but we need the players. That's what he's gonna say.
Yeah,
we're never gonna.
Yeah, but we know that he's wanted a player in early, and I guess I don't know how early is early. But...
Do we want the club to be sustainable? Do we want to go and give Millwall £22 million for a player who's got a release clause in summer? Like, it takes negotiations. I'd rather get him at the right price and it be a little bit later, not the end of January, but like maybe it takes another few days, another week. But the key is to get players in at the right price and not to overpay.
Yeah. Who is this Irish guy on YouTube? Is their name? I'm confused. I don't know who the Irish guy is.
Twisted, by the way, you keep mentioning a relegation battle. Palace are not in a relegation battle.
Yeah, unless you really think we're getting relegated. I don't think so.
If you think we're in a relegation battle, like, pessimist isn't even like pessimist is kind.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think we're in a relegation battle right now. Like, I'm not really worried about relegation, but of course that could change.
Man United are in a relegation battle, and West Ham are in a relegation battle.
Yeah. I don't think we'll get relegated. But it's about pushing up the table.
Battle. Yeah, we're not in a battle.
I guess, could you say that we were in a battle at some point in the season? Of course, we didn't win a game.
Relegation battles don't start properly unless you're really in the thick of it and you're in a relegation zone or you're cut adrift.
At what point does a relegation battle even start?
Well, unless you're marooned at the bottom, or you're struggling to get any results and everything's going wrong, then probably it can start around December. But yeah. I don't. Animal
saying we're not getting relegated. Twisted just wishes we were a top 10 team.
Everyone wishes their team are the best team. It just doesn't work like that. As fans, we're not like I know we feel like our team should always be doing better and pushing on. But it's just there's always a winner and a loser. Like you just have to accept that sometimes.
Yeah,
It is though. It's a reality.
yeah. Look, if we make 2 solid signings, then I think we will be looking up the table rather than down.
Twisted. Wolves and Ipswich are not looking better than us. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what games you're watching. You must be watching the under-21s.
First of all, I'm more curious about this name situation because I'm seeing Steve here saying it's pronounced as Essa, and then I'm seeing Animal here saying it's pronounced as SA. Like, what is the? I just see different people like putting different pronunciations. Essa and Essa.
Louis Tidy said we should have got Somerville. Somerville's ain't been great.
No, but I would have wanted Somerville.
Every time I've watched Somerville, he hasn't looked great. He's looked sharp, but he's a left-sided 10. That's another right-footed 10. We've got Kamada and Eze.
Yeah, that's a Lopetegui tax, I think, though. I think, let's see with Graham Potter, but I think Somerville is a quality player. I do think he's a quality player.
How much did they pay for him?
I can't remember. I'm not going to lie.
But everyone said this about Jack Clark and every other player. Like, it always looks good on paper, but he hasn't proved to be worth £30 million.
Fair enough to the chat as well, saying Warren says, who actually cares how it's pronounced until the man's a Palace player? And David going with the same flow, saying, don't worry, he will tell us when we sign him. Wolves are in good form right now. Ipswich have fought really hard, but we're better. I'm not really worried right now. We beat Ipswich.
Did you guys just watch Wolves versus Forest?
No.
They took them apart.
But then they played against Fulham. They were decent against Fulham, no?
What, who?
Ipswich.
No, I was talking about Wolves' game against Forest on Monday night.
Oh, yeah. It was. But Ipswich, I think they weren't that bad. But
yeah, but Ipswich were okay again. Ipswich were okay against Fulham, but Fulham are terrible against lower league sides at home. Like they drew to Southampton 2 weeks before at home.
Yeah, I mean, let's see. I'm not really.
We went to Ipswich and we dominated them. They didn't really have a sniff. Like we need to stop looking at these other teams. Yeah,
I'm not really worried about relegation as of now. But I don't know how we got to this conversation about relegation as well. Didn't Ipswich get a couple of lucky pens?
They got one. They got one pen.
We've been all right. We just need to convert the draws into wins, really, and then I think we do that with a few other additions. But talking about additions, I do think that we can't lose players in this window, especially when we have a thin squad. And there's a report from the Daily Mail, which is the following: that Chelsea plan to use Trevor Chalobah as a make weight in a deal for Crystal Palace captain Mark Guehi. And but however, they could stumble over wages. Chelsea are interested in a swap deal involving Chalobah, not Chalobah. Guehi for Chalobah. Thoughts?
I'm cutting all ties with Chelsea. Like I'll be like, you're not having Guehi. If you really want to take Chalobah back, that's what you're going to do. We don't want you to, but if that's what you're going to do, that's what's going to happen. We're not going to be bullied by you again. Like it's just not going to happen. You can bid for the Guehi in the summer. It is what it is. They just got to stand firm. That's the end of it.
I would not swap Guehi for Chalobah. I just wouldn't do that. I know some people rate Chalobah maybe a bit higher than I do, and some people rate him a bit lower. But
send 40 million and Chalobah in the summer, and we can talk. There's no way.
That's a lot of money, though, for a player that's going to be a year left of his contract. I don't think they're going to be doing that.
We went over this. Loads of teams are going to want him, so that's going to create a bidding war. Plus, Chelsea have first refusal on him, which means that if a team low balls for 30, 40 million, then Chelsea will just come in. So it's got to be high enough to not want Chelsea to come in for him.
I just wonder if they include cash in this, and if they do, how much do they think? That would make it a bit more clear in terms of how much they value Chalobah and also Guehi as well. If they included a bit of cash, it's like
they said they valued Chalobah at 40 million. That's why they offered Guehi plus 10 million. This is the type of disrespect we're dealing with. You just need to block their number, block their email.
We've got their player. You can't have their player and then block their number. What if they want to recall their player?
Their number. Tell Chalobah to block their number.
What if they call us on transfer deadline day and be like, you know what, he's coming back home? that would mess us up massively. That would
but
like.
okay,
I don't
but
think
we've got Richards, Klein, Riyadh. It is what it is. Like we weren't.
Nah, it's just I think all ties will be
But
cut
this
for
is what.
Chelsea at that point.
But
Hopefully they
this
don't
is
be
what
petty.
happens. This is what happens when you get a player on loan with no obligation and no break clause, and you include a break clause. We left our business to the last day of the season, which means we had to do a rushed loan bid for Chalobah. Therefore, they were in a better negotiation position. Now it comes back to bite us in the bum. But what can you do? You can only. It's like we can't moan about it, get upset about it. We can just stand firm on Guehi, and that's it. They're only gonna shoot themselves in the foot by bringing Chalobah back and not playing him, and then having another player on their books that they're paying wages to not play. So,
yeah, I think the offer of swapping Chalobah for Guehi is a bit laughable right now, and I mean that with respect to Chalobah. And as you said, there will be interest for him, so it has to be like an incredible offer. But like then we still have a problem because from here till the summer we have to sign someone else most likely. I know you mentioned Richards, Riyadh, and Klein, but it's like there's a massive drop off there in terms of what Guehi can offer, and I just don't think we'll sell him in this window. We just have to tell Chelsea straight, like we're not interested. That's it. Like we're not interested in any conversations regarding Guehi. He's not up for sale in this window.
Guys, 20% is always 20% of the profit of the fee. It's not 20%.
How would that be calculated? If there's I guess we're fitting with Chelsea, we won't have to do it.
If Liverpool bought Guehi for 50 million, yeah, that's £30 million profit, which means that Chelsea would receive £6 million. They don't get 20% of the whole fee. It's only ever 20% of the profit.
Yeah. I remember there was talks about wealth. Remember at the time to Man United, they had a percentage as well, which is why his clause was so high up. But yeah, man, let's see in regards to Guehi what he does do, what he can do. But yeah, T, what are you saying?
What are you saying, bro?
Not much, man. Not much.
Too busy scouting.
You know what, man? I got a little bit caught up sometimes. You know when I'm watching my film and stuff. You know, I get
talking to agents and stuff.
You know, they keep calling my phone. You know,
what do you make of? We already spoke about Guehi and Esse or Esse, depending on how you pronounce it.
He pronounces it essay, like writing
essay. Okay,
yep.
Okay. What do you make of Millwall manager coming out publicly and saying, you know, Crystal Palace are, you know, really interested in Esse? They're the main ones.
Well, like I said in the chat earlier today, it sounds like a manager who's preparing to lose one of his best guys. Like that's what it sounds like. I mean, no sense in, and it's like one of those things. It's like, you know, I could say I don't know, or I could say it's not happening, but he knows it's happening, and for him to say it's not, and then a couple days later the move goes through, it probably looks bad on him, especially being that he just got there. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things. It sounds like he understands the inevitability of the situation, because he also highlighted how much money would be coming from the move. That's the other thing.
Did he say?
Well, he didn't say, but he said it would be a substantial fee that will be coming from his move. And he said, he also mentioned that it might be the most that they've ever gotten from a transfer. Yeah. So he knows the validity of the situation.
Their substantial ain't our substantial though. Brokey's.
Nah. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, what's small money? What's small change to big money? You know what I'm saying?
Go, man.
No, but I mean, yeah, he seems like he knows what's coming, and he has an understanding of it. It's probably part of the conversation that he had in accepting the job and understanding, you know, what was coming down the line. Now they probably also told him that, yeah, we trying to get Louis Berry too, so there's a little bit of a bright side to all of this too.
Their highest fee is probably still Tim Cahill.
No, their highest fee was $8 million, and I can't remember the guy's name.
That sounds like
$8 million.
That sounds like Tim Cahill.
That's crazy.
That's Tim Cahill. That's 2004, because Palace tried to sign him.
No, it was
Palace tried to sign him when we got promoted, and Simon Jordan wouldn't pay the agent fees, and he went to Everton and started balling out.
Well, I mean, if their fee, highest transfer fee is £8 million, substantial could be like 12, 14. So it's like it's nothing big.
They ain't never seen 9 figures or 10 figures? It's 10 million, 9 figures. 9 figures, isn't it?
Yeah, they haven't. Yeah.
It's
I don't
George
think.
Seville. George Seville.
Oh,
is
George
their,
Savile, yeah.
Yeah.
And that was to Middlesbrough.
And that would be what year was that? It was early 2000s. I want to say
No, that was recent.
it was
Like maybe
2018.
Yeah,
2018, 2019. He was the record right at 8 million
to Middlesbrough.
euros to Middlesbrough. Yep.
Euros?
Seven.
Nah.
Transfer market says 7.8 million euros, but
So that's like
yeah,
Then
I'm
as
saying,
well, that's like a 5.
but then they're saying, but then other places are saying over 8 million pounds. So in that realm, yeah.
Look,
so this,
regardless,
but this will definitely smash that record.
Yeah, they don't know. They don't operate with big money. That's the biggest thing out of this. Like the record sale, we're talking about less than 10 million pounds. So substantial money for them could easily be like 15 million pounds. But I think 15 million pounds sounds about right, anyways. Or anything.
Let me ask this question. This is me being a little bit of a Palace noob, and y'all don't chat. Y'all don't kill me too much for this. Has Millwall ever been in the top flight?
They've been in Division 1, just not the Premier League.
Yeah.
Okay. So they haven't been to the top in a very long time.
Yeah.
Because the Premier League's been around. Premier League's been around what 30 plus years?
Since the 90s. Yeah. Early 90s.
Yeah. So yeah, but 31 years. So 30 plus years. So yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I think the player wants to join as well. I think it makes sense. Like the Palace project, you can sell it to a lot of players because of the fact that we've developed. Look at Esse, for example. He came from Reading to Palace to Bayern Munich. Fantastic.
He's from South London.
Guehi's been linked to,
and he's from South London. Yeah, he's from right next to Millwall.
He's about to become a millionaire to play in the Premier League with a top 10.
Like I'm forcing that move,
and he doesn't have to relocate at all.
I would. You
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he doesn't.
I wouldn't have turned up to training yesterday. I wouldn't have turned up to training. I would have said I've got the neurovirus. I've got the flu.
He's a good kid though. You could tell he's a good kid though. Like
I don't think it'd be a great look if he done that for Palace. Like not trying to turn up to train, etc. Because what happens when he joins Palace and there's other interest from other clubs? Like let's say if he gets to that stage.
You'll see how quickly Millwall fans turn on him. They've already started saying if he goes to that club, we don't even want him back on loan. He's a Judas.
It's funny. I've seen some Millwall fans are like, "Yo, he deserves it." Like, it makes sense. And at least we're going to get a huge fee that we can make our team better with. You know what I'm saying? Like, another guy was actually really sensible and was like, "Hey, we shouldn't be down on this kid. We could have lost him for free." And he decided to come back and sign a new contract with us in August because he didn't have to do that.
Yeah, I just think Millwall fans. I asked this question to Lou as well. I just think if we buy him, I don't know if we can send him back on loan to Millwall. I don't know how Millwall fans will treat him. And also, why would we buy him now then? Yeah, we'll just wait till the summer if we send him
because
back.
I think what they want to do too is they don't want him back on loan because they want the money and they want to be able to get the replacement. I mean, because here's the thing: we see that they're rumored to be looking at Louis Barry. If they take him back on loan, Louis Barry's not going to come to Millwall. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So they'll probably just want the money and want to reinvest as soon as possible.
Yeah. Let's see what happens with that because I do think Palace are not going to give up easily on this. It just seems like every day, even when the opposition, well, not opposition, but the players' manager is coming out publicly and saying that Palace are the main interested team. It's not going away. It seems like everything else has kind of died down in terms of Ben Doak and all these other players. It seems like this is our preferred option, which makes a lot of sense. He's left-footed. He's a technical player. He's skillful. He's exactly what we need in that creative number 10 position. So it makes sense why Palace will target him. However, I guess the reason why we're not giving up is that behind the scenes, it seems a bit more likely to get this deal done. And it might not cost us £25 million, which Liverpool
and if you think about it, timeline-wise, it's the one that we need to get done the soonest. Because here's why. And then here's why I say that. Is because it's what Louis brought up yesterday. if he gets to Monday and plays in an FA Cup match, he's cup tied. So when he comes to us, we can't be able to field him in the FA Cup matches, which will be great opportunities for him to make first team appearances. You know what I'm saying?
D wants Mitchell out. That's why it's like, I want that left. Look.
Not even. How do you put this on me? We're talking about FA Cup. How do you put this on Mitchell? How did you put this on Mitchell?
I think.
Is he the one we need? Is he the one we need straight away?
Man.
We got.
I just think
I think left wing back is. I thought left wing.
I just think it's the. One. I'm just saying time. I'm just saying timeline wise and what comes with not getting him this week. If we let that matchup come, because they've already said that the coach said also in that press conference that if as of now he's in the team and they plan on playing him on Monday. So it's like if we don't get this done in the next 4 to 5 days, yes, he said that. Like if
I don't think we're gonna
full
get
article.
Do you know what? That's code for send the transfer.
Send the money.
Transfer.
Right, send the money. If you don't send the money.
Yeah, you've got my account details, Millwall Football Club account, code, reference. Send it.
Send the money. Send the wire.
Yeah.
Well, Thursday's done. We've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Do you reckon? Does anyone think this still will get done over the weekend?
Yeah, I think possibly if the deal's closer, they will pull him out of the squad because they're playing against Dagenham and Redbridge, who are in the National League.
No, but that's big, you know. No, that's big. You know why that's big? Because there are a lot of Millwall fans support Dagenham and Redbridge. No, not Millwall fans. Not a lot of West Ham fans.
Yes,
but I mean Monday. But I mean we also can do business on Monday, the day of the match too. You know, so I think we can get it done. I mean, and here's the thing. I think since the window's been open and since the talks have intensified, there's been enough time in between, plus the time that's left to get this over the line. I think.
Yeah.
But and I guess that's what we would hope. I guess that's what we would hope because we all know that with Romain Esse possibly coming from the championship, the biggest knock or the biggest talk that people are saying is he ready for the Premier League? Is he ready? Can he be an impact? This, that, and the other. And it's like one of the best ways for us to give him the opportunity to bed himself in and make appearances or maybe even get a start under his belt would be in the FA Cup. So I would hope that us as pedestrians, as ongoers and fans watching and saying this, if we're saying it, I hope that's a conversation that they're having in the front office.
I think so. I think they'll be having a conversation. It's about hopefully getting it done. Or Palace I don't know. I doubt Mill will listen to us and be like, you know what, like we won't include him in the squad. They will include him in the squad just to be petty.
No,
David, I called. I called. They won't return my calls. They keep on putting me on hold. They have terrible music every time they put me on hold, and they won't call me back. I'm about to send a very, very concerned email in 1 second. I'm just telling.
I have to go old school and send a fax.
Facts, bro. Just drive up there. It's like 5 minutes.
Here's the thing. You know damn well that Crystal Palace Football Club has a fax machine. I know it. They probably got an old ass.
White horse stand.
It's like that. It used to be white. It's now like a manila off-white color. It sits in the corner of a room in the back. It's in there. It's in there.
You don't even have to do fax. Just drive
to use it.
I'll drive with the suitcase. Yeah, you just give me the money. I'll drive with the suitcase. It's not a long drive. It'll take me like half an hour, and we'll just quickly drop it off. Like it's not. It's even before the game, we could just sort that out. Like it's not. It's not.
Go get him.
Millwall wouldn't risk because I know Millwall are in a good negotiating position, but at the same time, there's a mutual understanding that Millwall need this money. If they're ever going to push to the Premier League, a cash injection of 15 million changes their whole budget in the summer.
But can't you get this in the summer? Like in the summer, can't you get this? There might be more clubs even more interested as well.
No, because but then a cash injection.
But here's the thing. But here's the thing.
Start putting everything in motion already.
If you wait until the summer, number one, what if he gets
release
hurt?
Clause.
What if he gets hurt? What if he stalls? Like from here, he's got 5 goals and 1 assist. What if he doesn't do anything else for the rest of the season? And it looks different now. And it's like, damn, we should have took that money when we could have got it now because nobody wants to value him at what the release clause is in the summer now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like in a certain way, it's like you got to take what you can get. I mean, at a certain point, they got to try to put aside the rivalry of the club, and it's like, yo, these dudes are willing to line our pockets with more money than we've ever received for a player. Like,
it just changes their whole summer planning. Like anything that they was like in the budget, because obviously they're gonna have a budget at the end of the season, end of season review. All of a sudden, you've got 15 million on your balance sheet already.
Yep.
You can start making plans already. Then all of a sudden, you're getting players in the door early, and then it's more likely for a promotion push. I think Alex Neil came in mid-season, so it's going to be his first full season come August. So no doubt he'll be like, listen, get me this money now.
mm-hmm.
And obviously other players are going to be playing for contracts.
It upgrades their plans for sure.
Yeah.
What do you think over this from Twisted?
Well, you try and play in the championship as a 19-year-old and tell me if 6 goals and assists is hard.
And play on the championship as a 19-year-old in a mid to lower table team. It's not like he's got a ton of talent around him.
And how many goals and assists does Raksaki have in one of the best teams in the league?
I don't know.
The thing about it, because I honestly thought along the same lines as Twisted. Is like, I feel like he should be doing more because I know how talented he is. But if you watch game film on him, like especially with assists, how many missed opportunities his teammates have, how many blown chances. Dude should have as many assists as he has goals right now. But he got guys on his team that can't finish.
Yeah. I mean, let's see. It's been confirmed. Just David has joined us live now. Even if you're joining us live now as well, people, it's just been confirmed by the Millwall boss that Palace are the main interested team after Esse.
Do you know what as well? Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Sorry, if you was the manager and you was like and like you wanted a bidding war, you wouldn't say Palace are the only team. You'd be like, yeah, Palace are interested, but there are also other parties who have shown interest and stuff like that. You wouldn't just say, yeah, it's Palace. They're the ones. Yeah,
that makes sense as well. Exactly. So yeah, it's like it's not going away. Every single day we're hearing something new. Yesterday was like significant interest. Today we're hearing official club officials, literally the manager confirming about Palace interest. So it's now, let's see if we can get a deal done. I think the manager said that it will be a substantial amount of fee for him to leave the club. But for them, we already discussed it. Their record sale is less than £10 million. So substantial for them is different to substantial for us. So yeah, it seems like it's a doable deal. Release clause, I don't think is active in January. It's been unclear. But even if it's not, we can pay above the release clause, which was reported around 12.5 million, I think. And yeah, hopefully like £15 million, get the deal done. It'll be nice, but let's see how much they play about with us, or if they're actually serious. How much are the wages? God knows, but it's not going to. Wages won't be a problem for 19-year-olds.
Esse won't be on anything more than 10 grand a week.
Yeah, and you have bonuses as well, and he'll get natural increase after that. I think it might be more than 10 grand a week.
No.
Either way, he's gonna get paid better than he's ever been paid in his life.
Yeah, he's getting paid more than Millwall. Let's say that.
He was on his first pro contract before he signed this contract. Yeah. So if he signed that contract, do you know what a first year pro at Millwall will be on? I'm talking like £600-700 a week.
Yeah. It wouldn't be. Yeah, you're right. You're probably right. Because Kobe Mainu is on 20k a week, and he's at Man United. So
and now he wants like 200,000.
200,000, yeah, 200,000.
You're a young boy from South London, and you're on a scholar for £100, £100 to £200. Then you get your first pro deal, and you're on £600-700. You get maybe a couple free Adidas boots. Then they say, listen, you're coming out to the end of your contract, but we'll give you $5 grand a week if you sign. Why do you think he signed that deal? He transitioned from being a kid with no money to being on his way to helping out his whole family and whatnot. There's no way he's on like 5 figures a week though.
Yeah, wages won't be a problem. Wages, I mean, that's not even an issue. And we'll end it on this. David said, any news on the left wing backs gone very quiet? No, absolutely nothing. But yeah.
But like D said, you hope that the silence means that things are going on behind closed doors, like moves are being made, actions are being taken, because we're not hearing anything.
Yeah, that's what I think as well. I think that I think something's definitely going on, because the last bit of news was that it was like a threat, kind of like take this offer or we'll move on to other targets. And then since then it's gone quiet. So I wonder if Juve behind the scenes and his agent is trying to push a move, telling Prague, look, you can't do this to us. We want this move to the Premier League. So I just think Palace have kind of messed up the scene, kind of stirred stuff, and
They're
now it's up to the player.
Though.
Oh, are they?
They're not back to the 23rd of January, and they've been off since like mid December.
Yeah, I reckon we'll find out soon. In regards to that.
So even with that, you think Juve comes in? This guy ain't even match fit. He ain't been, he ain't been playing.
I've never said anything. We
gotta get him in shape, man. Gotta get him in shape.
He'll still be in shape.
Bleep test as soon as he gets it. Bleep test. Yo test.
Yeah, he will do everything. He'll be in shape, man. He'll be in shape. It's not like he's having like kebab every single day because he's on a break. I'm pretty sure they're probably still doing training, etc. Like they're not going to just come on the 21st. So I think they'll be fine. I think he'll be fine in terms of fitness.
And like he could be outside and really work out. He in Prague.
yeah, that's freezing. UK, right now it's freezing. So I don't know how they're doing it over there. I know Prague will be especially cold as well. But look, people, he
created 1.2 chances.
What? That's solid, right?
That's solid.
Yeah, especially for a side that's struggling to create any chances right now.
Any chances?
We haven't been clinical. Yeah. So and it's at Millwall as well, which puts into context of things. I don't know how they're doing
with his stats. He'll fit right in with us. I think most of our players are on 4 goals and assists or spread around.
I'm more looking at his actual ability from the eye test, and he looks exciting, man. Put better players around him. I think you get the bet out of him as well.
I think his profile player as well that suits coming on last 20 minutes, last 30 minutes in the Premier League. To like, he's a different profile to what we're going on. Tired defenders, and like we always say in the Premier League, sometimes when you're a new talent where there isn't much data on you, you know, there's teams need to figure you out for a bit.
50% dribbling success per 90.
Yeah. Thoughts on this? Twister wants 3.6 per game, not 1.
Okay. Twisted wants a $100. He wants $100 million player for about 10 million.
Yeah, for free.
Twisted, I think you need to support a better team, man. Like...
we're struggling with that.
You got Champions League taste, my friend.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Champions League taste with like as the money. So yeah, man, it doesn't quite work out like that. Louis saying 50% dribble success per night. Yeah. I mean, let's see what happens, people. But we're going to wrap up there. If you have enjoyed it, leave a like and subscribe. And also make sure to check out the Stockport preview. I have pinned it in this one as well, so you can be redirected straight away after this. We speak about the game, about rotation, as well as the opposition preview dropping tomorrow. And that's a big one because Teo Ademirola, get a bit of insight in him. And also Stockport are missing some key players. So
is he still at Stockport or did he come back?
I think he's back at Palace. But opposition preview. It's out tomorrow.
Okay. We're doing the Palace news tomorrow because Glasner's presser.
Yeah, probably. Most likely, yeah. If we're doing the Palace news today, then I'm pretty sure we'll probably do it tomorrow as well.
Could be some signings tomorrow. Could be bids accepted. Or it could be monitoring FC.
Yeah, it's been quiet for the last few days.
Or it could be crickets once again.
Yeah, let's see what happens. But that's it from us. And until next time, up the Palace.
Up the Palace.